And here's Cooking with the Stars with your host, Rachel Radar.
Hi everybody, welcome to Cooking with the Stars. I'm Rachel Radar. Today we are going to have a most absolutely fantastic guest here today. So I'd like everybody to put their hands in the air for our guest, Carly Lee. Hi, Carly.
Hey, Rachel.
Mwah, mwah. How are you today?
I'm very good, and thank you for having me on your show.
Oh, it's our pleasure. So for those of you who don't know, Carly Lee is a what are you, Carly?
Thank you for asking, Rachel. I'm a shuttle food system manager.
That's right, folks. She's a shuttle food systems manager, and she works at NASA. So what is it that you do at NASA as a shuttle food systems manager, Carly?
Well, we help do all the cooking for all the food that goes up into space with the astronauts.
And for those who don't know, that's not just tang! Anyway, so you put together the menus for the astronauts on all the big space shuttles. What does that feel like?
Just having a huge list of recipes and list of food that people are interested in. Well, first what we do is we find a whole bunch of different foods that are available to be in space, and then we have the astronauts choose each of their own meals while they're up in space, so they get their own personal nutrition.
So you also have to have the ability to make sure that they have a nutritional diet, to give them a nutritional diet. Otherwise, they'd go under-nutritionized, which would be bad for all concerned.
Very indeed.
And you also have to be able to problem solve, because obviously the astronauts can't just survive on tang. And of course you have to be able to work with the people, because I'm sure not every astronaut is an angel like you, Carly.
Thank you so much, Rachel. And yes, indeed, they are not. After being, testing and making sure all of they're qualified to go into space, the astronauts get very, let's just say, moody.
Oh dear. Anyway, so since we have Carly here, and now you all know a little bit more about Carly, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we're going to be making today on Cooking with the Stars. Here, I have all the ingredients for old-fashioned chocolate chip oatmeal cookies.
Yay!
Who doesn't love cookies, especially chocolate chip cookies? Anyway, so first we're going to need 2 bowls, SB or small bowl and BB or big bowl. So first we're going to use SB, small bowl, and put BB, big bowl, aside. So first, we need to preset the oven to 375 degrees. Carly, can you help me?
Sure, Rachel.
So we're going to put it on bake, and then we're going to go up to 375. Oops, there we go. Next, we're going to use 1 1/4 cups flour into our SB. And then we add 3/4 teaspoons baking soda. Carly's got me a trash can, isn't that nice? So we packed 1 egg, and now we need egg number 2. Thank you, Carly. Okay, so now we need 1 tablespoon milk. I like to use skim milk because it's better for the figure. After the milk, we need 2 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla. Carly, could you hold this for me over here? Let's see, we've got 1 teaspoon. Okay. So, 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, and a half teaspoon. Okay, now I'm going to take my spoon and mix it all up together. Now, you can use a beater, but I just like the hands-on touch. It makes it more personal. Now, while I'm mixing this up, Carly, why don't you tell me a little bit more about the courses that you took when you were younger, in high school, and the study that you had to do during college, and what you majored in, and maybe some internship that you took?
Well, in high school, I took biology and chemistry.
To learn more about food and how it's put together?
Also, how the body uses it.
Ah, the real scientist. And in college, you majored in food science, is that right?
That is correct.
So, food science has to do with food and science, and the science of food. And so, you also tell me that a graduate degree from college is required to become a shuttle food
system manager.
Right, that. So if you want to become a shuttle food systems manager, like Carly, you'd have to have your college degree. And then, in addition to that, you said that you also had several internships at different laboratories which concerned food science, biology, and chemistry.
That is correct. I did lots of internships.
To learn to become what she is now. Okay, now you can see it's all nice and the same consistency. So now we are going to add 2 cups, oops, could you hold that for me? 2 cups old-fashioned rolled oats. And we're going to stir those in a little bit. Okay, now that this is all one consistency again and the oats are all nice and stirred in, we're going to put in 1 cup is what the recipe calls for, semi-sweet chocolate chips. But, you know, everyone loves chocolate chips, so I usually add just a teeny bit more. And then we're going to stir those in nice and good until they're all one consistency. Okay, there we go. And finally, we're going to add our dry mix in our SB small bowl and stir that in. And while I do that, we're going to cut for commercials, but stay right here.